Good evening. I am Linda Pease, acting principal of Medomak Valley High School, and it is a great honor for me to welcome you to the 50th commencement exercises for Medomak Valley High School and to recognize the class of 2018. At this time, would the following students who have been officially sworn into military service please come forward? Ashley Keniston, United States Army. Hallie Kunish, United States Navy. Brady Thayer, United States Coast Guard. Logan Thompson, United States Army. And Michaela Wood, United States Air Force. Would we all rise now, please, for the playing of our national anthem by the Medomak Valley High School Band. Please remove your hats. Of the class of 2018, would Brent Stewart please come to the podium to deliver this evening's greeting?
Good evening, and welcome to the graduation of the class of 2018. It is my great pleasure to welcome you to Medomak Valley's 50th commencement ceremony. Class of 2018, you have long anticipated this day, some with eagerness, some with anxiety, some with a complicated mix of emotions. No matter what we are feeling though, we can all feel a sense of pride in having completed the first in many steps in our lives. Tonight will mark a new chapter for us, as we will no longer be students of Medomak Valley High School. Over the past 4 years, we have spent roughly 700 days of school together. This time doesn't include the immense amount of hours we have spent participating in sports, clubs, drama, music, and so much more. We have all found a passion. We've been elected to class offices, preparing ourselves to be leaders in the community. We've been PAWs, members of GSA, outdoor club, chess team, and much more. We play sports, we sing, we dance, we act. We've been to KVAC championships, regional championships, and state championships. We've worked in family businesses, lobstering, farming, waitressing, as well as in other occupations. We've attended MCST, perfecting our skills in a variety of areas. Over the last 4 years, we have grown and matured. We couldn't have done it, though, without some help. To all the teachers and parents who didn't give up on us and pushed us to work harder and persevere, the siblings who taught us patience and to be the best people we can be, the friends and relatives who showed us love throughout the entire journey. Tonight is not just for us, it's for everyone. As we sit in these seats tonight, class of 2018, Let us look back on all the great times we had together and be thankful and ready for the future. Thank you.
Seniors, we should recognize two special groups in attendance here tonight. First, would the parents and guardians of the class of 2018 please rise? The support and effort of these individuals have helped you to achieve the milestones we are celebrating tonight. Let's honor these important people, as we just have, with a round of applause. And now let us recognize with another round of applause the Medomak Valley High School teaching staff who have challenged the class of 2018 to strive for their highest level of academic achievement and have supported their efforts to do so for the past 4 years. Thank you. And now would Adriana Wadsworth, Paula Sutton, and Dana Dow please come forward. By virtue of attaining the second highest four-year grade point average for the Medomak Valley High School class of 2018, with a GPA of 4.15, we are pleased to award this salutatorian medal to Adriana Wadsworth. Elected officials Paula Sutton and Dana Dow present this official expression of sentiment to Adriana, which reads, "Be it known that we, the members of the Senate and the House of Representatives, join in recognizing Adriana M. Wadsworth of Washington, who has earned the distinction of being named salutatorian of the 2018 graduating class of Medomak Valley High School. We extend our congratulations and best wishes to Adriana on her receiving this honor, and be it ordered that this official expression of sentiment be sent forthwith on behalf of the 128th Legislature and the people of the state of Maine."
Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, class of 2018. First, I would like to begin with thanking the vital people who guided us to this momentous night. To our parents who dragged us out of bed every morning and made sure we were clothed and taken care of. Or, in Ashley Kennison's case, attempted to drag out of bed and convince her to wear something other than sweatpants. Thank you to the teachers for trying their best to remain sane while dealing with our class, because we all know we're not necessarily known for being the overachieving class. We left that to the juniors. We may not be known for being the most successful class to graduate from Medomak Valley, but to even make it this far is definitely a success for us. There are, however, a few little things that some of us are known for that truly represents the integrity of our class. For example, we all know that if the honor of being named salutatorian were solely based on punctuality, I wouldn't be the one making this speech. In fact, for those teachers who have had me, you know that I probably finished this speech in my car on the way here. Just kidding, Officer Spear. Our class values our education so much that some of us even have a studying method named after us. The Breton-Colby method is what Mr. Couric defines as the ability to do the bare minimal and still be saved by the 5-minute Kahoot reviews before the test. And last but not least, our infallibility to quote endless vines for any given situation. In all seriousness, look around you. We made it. For some of us, just barely, but here we are. Just about a week ago, we were measuring our time here in high school by the hours spent in the classroom, staring at the clock, waiting for class to end, or patiently waiting for the intercom to go off, minutes after asking a parent for a well-timed dismissal. High school has been measured in days, weeks, semesters, but now we sit here tonight, hopefully realizing that high school can be measured in things far beyond that. Surprisingly, it's not in the people we date or the grades we receive. It is measured in the experiences we choose to hold on to and the lessons we've learned. For me, very many lessons learned. The people to our left and right, whether your best friend or your enemy, have in some way shaped us to become who we are at this moment. We can choose to hold on to this and preserve these memories to revisit in the future, because one day, when our lives are completely different, we may long for something familiar. Some of the experiences I will hold on to include having the most consecutive regional titles in the state, you're welcome, Medomak, winning Winter Carnival and Spirit Week every single year, at least that's how I'll choose to remember it, the reassurance of looking to the person beside you in class who you know hasn't read the book either, and receiving that first fist bump from Mr. Robbins when I finally did well on a chemistry test. But now, it is time for us to go on and make new memories. Some of us will go on to Bowdoin College, UMaine, the Army, the workforce, or the Golf Academy of America. Some of us may still be figuring it out. Countless times when someone asked me what I wanted to do and where I wanted to go, I really had no idea. I would think to myself before answering, quick, what's something practical, what's something realistic? What I realized is, the only thing that isn't realistic is trying to convince ourselves that we will be happy without following our passions, whatever they may be. I recently heard a story about someone who, when faced with making an important life decision, was asked the importance of this experience on a scale of 1 to 10. She rated it as a 10 and was then advised to pursue it because there aren't many 10s in life. So when you get one, you have to go for it. Being as indecisive as I am, this resonated with me. Take advantage of life's opportunities and do the thing that may scare you. And I don't mean drinking the school water. Sorry, I had to follow tradition and throw that one in here. What I mean is, try out for that Division I cheer team, even if you haven't exercised in weeks. Join the Army, even if you've never followed an order in your life. Go to the large, out-of-state school, even if you barely left the house without your mom. Major in whatever you want, even if you have no idea how to make a career out of it yet. Do what makes you happy, because in reality, we are all still figuring it out. It may take us a while to find our niche in this world, but if there's one thing we've all learned by walking the halls in this school is that we all have a place to be, as we are kindly reminded by Mrs. Philbrook and Mrs. Pease while occasionally wandering aimlessly. So one day, we'll find that yellow pass that grants us to our destination. Whether tonight for you is just about being one step closer to your future and moving on, or if it's the significance of celebrating these last few moments together, we all have something that can be taken away from our experiences inside these blue and gold walls. Remember the people who stuck by you, or even the ones who didn't, because as I have learned, there is no room for growth without facing challenges. Remember that we have the potential to defy the stereotypes placed on our generation. We can, in fact, put our cell phones down, at least until we find a phone charger. Remember to cherish the laughs with the 6 people around you, even though the only library rules were 4 to a table and don't disturb others. Remember, it is important to be on time, which I was late in learning. Check your resources. Gossip in the hallways, not so reliable. And stay curious and question everything, like the reason for why I'm still rambling on. Anyways, remember to do the things that make you proud, because we won't always be as fortunate to have the teachers we do, who try their best to push us to succeed and go above and beyond their teacher responsibilities and take on the roles of therapists to listen to our many mental breakdowns. We now have to push ourselves, and maybe even stay up late doing things other than playing Fortnite. Celebrate the little things, like passing the anatomy final without a word bank that we relentlessly bargained for. Don't wish for things to go by so fast, because someday, when our bills are piled high and our kids are as annoying as we were, we will wish for our high school years back. So to the class of 2018, and the wise words of Post Malone, congratulations. Thank you.
Would Danica Gentura now join Paula Sutton and Dana Dow on the stage? By virtue of attaining the highest four-year grade point average for the Medomak Valley High School class of 2018, with a GPA of 4.24, we are pleased to award the valedictorian medal to Danica Gentura. And here is the official expression of sentiment to Danica, which reads, "Be it known that we, the members of the Senate and House of Representatives, join in recognizing Danica A. Gentura of Waldoboro, who has earned the distinction of being named valedictorian of the 2018 graduating class of Medomak Valley High School. We extend our congratulations and best wishes to Danica on receiving this honor, and be it ordered that this official expression of sentiment be sent forthwith on behalf of the legislature and the people of the state of Maine." Thank you.
Hello and good evening, MVHS administrators, teachers, family and friends, and last but not least, fellow graduates of the class of 2018. I would like to thank you all for attending tonight's graduation ceremony. To my classmates, as much as we didn't think we'd make it to this point, here we are. We earned it. As much as people tried to tell us that we didn't, we did. We have made it through frustrations, setbacks, and a lot of criticism from our peers. But as is the nature of our class, we took it all in stride and moved forward. And that's life. Not everything has to be done to the extreme or be covered in glitter and have a golden ribbon tied to it. Sometimes there are things we can't always prepare for, and a lot of things get in the way of our goals and dreams. And although, as a class, we've taken many hits for not having done the most we could have the last 4 years, we definitely have grown up by finding solutions and powering through. Well, for the most part anyway. All right, now that I have gotten all the cheesy stuff all done and over with, it's time for the fun part. As most of you may know, I love Marvel comics and movies, and have for the longest time. If you didn't know, then you know now. Yes, I kind of sound like the typical millennial right now saying that, but I don't love Marvel just for the hot actors they've casted in their movies. Actually, I rather enjoy the lessons in how human these characters are. They are not perfect people. They constantly have to make decisions that not everyone agrees with and learn from their mistakes to both better themselves and the world around them. We live in a time where superheroes have become more popular again, and even though it might sound a little strange to associate the class of 2018 with superheroes, I don't think it's strange at all, because we have qualities and traits that deem us as one. In fact, some of the most popular Marvel characters remind me of some of the most meaningful characteristics of the class of 2018. We're not perfect, but like I said, we have superhero qualities. Take, for example, the very popular Black Panther, whose best skill may be that he thinks about how his decisions impact others. He has empathy and compassion, and so do we. Then there is Dr. Strange, who is not the ideal superhero, but one who never gives up, who is always reaching for better solutions and paths for a better outcome for himself and others, and so do we. One of my personal favorites, Star-Lord, teaches us how to recover and be resilient around issues of loss and failure. He shows us that while we all fall, that it's important to get back up, in fact, with style and even better than before, and we do. Another one of my favorites is Spider-Man, and what I admire most about him is that despite any doubt he faces from others, He does what he thinks is right and always finds a way to help with a problem, big or small, and so do we. In fact, we, like these superheroes, have always had great potential that is drawn out of us in different ways at different times. And let's not forget Thor. He worked to earn his title and right to be a god. He proved to his father, Loki, and even himself that he was worthy to rule Asgard one day. He proved this to himself by persevering, believing in himself, and seeing things in new perspectives, which then helped him become who he wanted to be. And so will we. We already have started to build our own paths to become who we are, and with these qualities, we'll be closer to being a superhero, even if we can't become super buff in 0.2 seconds like Steve Rogers in the first Captain America movie. Now, I look around at us, and do you know what I see? Losers. I mean, like folks who have lost stuff, and you think life takes more than it gives, but not today. Today, it's giving us something. It is giving us a chance. If you didn't know, that was a quote by Star-Lord from Guardians of the Galaxy. But, as cliche as it sounds, the chance that we are getting is to be able to express who we are, whether it's in college, the workforce, in the military, or abroad. Once we graduate, we are able to break free from the restrictions of standards and expectations, and finally apply ourselves to what we are truly capable of. We are not always what people expect, and we cannot always do what they want us to do, just like these Marvel heroes. But that shouldn't stop us from doing the right thing. As the beloved Deadpool in his recent movie said, doing the right thing is messy. You want to fight for what's right? Sometimes you have to fight dirty. What he means is we need to fight for justice in an unjust society where things tend to be more gray than black and white. Sometimes it is messy, and he's right, because what turns out to be right is often what's best for us and for others, and that keeps us fighting. Okay, I know I said in the beginning that I push the cliches and cheesy things aside, but it's hard to. We all have grown up. Well, some of us. And we all are ready for what's coming to us in the future, whether we say we're ready or not. I know all of you will do amazing things, big or small, or for the entire universe. We weren't the ideal 50th class to graduate from Medomak Valley, but we owned up to it. And we became people to look up to, including me, because, you know, I'm short and you can't physically look up to me. However, to my classmates and to everyone, don't forget the superhero qualities in you, because with them you will accomplish your goals and dreams. To conclude with the wise words of Dr. Strange, do you know what the greatest gift anyone can receive in his lifetime? The greatest gift we can receive is to have the chance, just once in our lives, to make a difference. In class of 2018, I know we'll all make a significant difference because we have the power to. And that difference, whatever it may be, I hope it'll help this world be a little better, because with great power comes with great responsibility. Thank you and good luck.
Will Somerset Gans please come forward to introduce this evening's keynote speaker?
Throughout these past 4 years, I have come to know this extraordinary person as one of my teachers, but also as someone I'm very fortunate to call my friend. He was born and raised in Kennebunk, Maine, until he graduated in the 1982 class of Gardner High School. In order to pursue his bachelor's degree in music education, he moved to Massachusetts to attend Gordon College, graduating in 1986. He soon returned to Maine to teach music in Jonesport to students from kindergarten through 8th grade until he came to MS 8040 to teach 5th through 8th grade band. In 2001, he began working
at Medomak Valley High School and has become the head of the Fine Arts Department, teaching a generous variety of classes as a music teacher. He has been here ever since. He's an incredibly diplomatic person, and in class he is energetic, reliable, and always willing to go the extra mile. And although he despises when we play Heart and Soul, he certainly has a lot of heart and soul. His infectious yet understanding personality allows him to create strong bonds with his students, and so he has managed to become known as our dad. Apart from his teaching career, he is a dedicated father to 2 sons, as well as a grandfather of 4. In addition, he is a zealous participant in several bands where he proudly plays trumpet and also enjoys playing golf in his free time, as well as working at the golf course in the summer. Overall, his passion in music allows him to persevere and demonstrate his second nature to go above and beyond what is expected. I consider myself very lucky to have known this remarkable person, and it is my privilege to present to you Mr. Peter Stewart.
Thank you, Somerset, and good evening to all. SAD 40 board members, Superintendent Nolan, administration, faculty, family, friends, and especially the graduates of the class of 2018, which has the profound distinction of being the 50th graduating class of Medomak Valley High School. I'm honored to be your speaker on your special evening, but anyone that knows me knows that I'm far more comfortable on stage with this in my hands than this. But be that as it may, I'll do my best. As hard as it is to believe, it was 36 years ago that I was sitting in the same place as you right now, on the verge of graduating without a clue for what I was going to do with my life. Some of you may be in the same boat, while others of you know exactly what you're going to do, and you have your whole life planned out. Either way, tomorrow morning you begin the transition into the next phase of your life, and I'm here to tell you that it's all going to be okay. I honestly had no idea about my future right out of high school, but as with everyone, life happens, and without realizing it, I eventually found myself in a career that fit me. The key is find your passion and be open to all possibilities. From as far back as I can remember, music has been a part of my life. Whether listening to it or performing it, the impact it has had is undeniable. What strikes me about music is that it touches every facet of people's lives. It is universal. Music encompasses memories, motivations, feelings, dreams, passions. Most of us could almost create a soundtrack of our lives that captures all the important milestones that define us as a human being. As I thought today about what I wanted to share with you, I couldn't help but wonder, what will be the soundtrack of your lives? You know that song? The second you hear it, you are transported back to a specific point in your life. It triggers a memory, a feeling. For me, it's listening to the album A Touch of Trumpet by Phil Driscoll. The first track is called All My Life. The moment that song begins, I am immediately whisked back to when I was about 13 years old. I discovered it one day in my dad's collection of vinyls. Whenever I listened to it as a young, impressionable musician, I felt challenged. Wow, this guy could play. And he quickly became my inspiration, my goal. It began to form who I would become, because that experience made me realize that playing my trumpet was my passion, and that music was an important part of my life. Past experiences, we all have them. Some are good and some, not so good. It is these positive and negative experiences that have made us into the people we are today. It's important to remember the past because it's an anchor. It's a point of reference as you venture out into the next stage of your life. However, be cautious that you don't tether yourself too firmly, because then you will find yourself limited by the length of your rope. It is your choice how you allow those experiences to define you. You can stay trapped in the past, or you can learn from it and allow it to guide your future steps. Sheryl Crow, while describing the theme of her song, "Every Day is a Winding Road," said, "Every once in a while, I have to catch myself and remind myself that life is right now. It's not 2 minutes from now." The fact of the matter is that life has many curves that you cannot see around. You don't know what life is about to throw at you, and you don't know what's going to be around the next curve. All you can do is live in the moment, and once you've rounded that curve, all you can do is control how you choose to deal with what you see. I was dealt a curve my junior year of high school when my parents moved me and my 2 younger brothers from Kennebunk to Gardner. It was a tough transition because it separated the 3 of us from our 3 older siblings. This sudden change, although difficult, turned out to be an important one. For it was there that I met a band director who recognized my talent, encouraged me, and helped me get accepted into Gordon College. At Gordon, I discovered a mentor who saw in me the potential of being a music teacher. That unexpected curve in my life and my willingness to go where it led me is ultimately why I am standing here today with you. Now, don't judge me, but one of my favorite movies is Wedding Crashers. Okay, I know. What possible tidbit of advice could come from that movie? Well, in what otherwise is a silly, funny, goofy movie, there's a very poignant moment between the lead character, Claire, and her dad. Obviously distraught and struggling while making decisions about her pending wedding, her father inquires about what's troubling her. After hearing her explanation, the father offers her words of advice that have stuck with me and guided me on many occasions. Claire, all you can do at any given moment is make the best decision you can with the information you have at hand. In the end, some of your decisions will turn out to be the right ones, while others, not so right, will still have led you to the next decision, the next step, and a truer path. Your ultimate success will depend upon your attitude as you navigate all the twists and turns of your life's journey. Now, as you look to your future, I challenge you to dig in and figure out who you are. What is in your heart? And what is your passion? Because that, in the end, is the only thing that will truly make you happy. Try to focus on the possibilities and not on those voices of doubt that try to shut you down. Dream and allow that vision to carry you, no matter the curves, no matter the cares, no matter the tears. As the song Dream Big declares, when you dream, dream big as the ocean blue. 'Cause when you dream, it might come true. For when you dream, dream big. Now that I've shared a few of the songs that make up my soundtrack, songs that have inspired me, encouraged me, given me hope, it is time for you to begin creating the soundtrack of your life. I wish each of you all the best as you venture forward and discover those lyrics, melodies, and themes that you will use to craft your own life's song. Thank you, and I'll leave you with one more melody. From the timeless Disney classic, Cinderella, a dream is a wish your heart makes. Congratulations, class of 2018. Go and create your soundtrack.
At this time, we will present awards and scholarships to the class of 2018. Will the scholarship presenters please come forward? The David Cox Memorial Scholarship is being presented by Neil Lash in the amount of $500 to Ella Grant. In recognition of the outstanding contributions to the community by the late Charles M. Begley, the Waldoboro Lions Club presents this award to a graduating senior at Medomak Valley High School. These students demonstrate traits of particular thoughtfulness, caring, and community involvement, along with high academic standing. This year's award is being presented by Mrs. Charles M. Begley and son Mark in the amount of $1,500 to Adriana Wadsworth and Somerset Gans. In previous years, a dedicated crew of car enthusiasts organized the Cruisin' to Graduation car show at Medomak Valley High School to raise money to benefit Project Graduation. Their past efforts have ensured that the graduating Medomak Valley seniors attended a safe and fun celebration on graduation night at no cost to them. This year's award is being presented by Mike and Sue Simmons in the amount of $500 to Harley Dustin. The Charles Rasmussen Memorial Scholarship is being presented by Carolyn Rasmussen in the amount of $500 to Rosamond Hickey. The following Town of Warren scholarships will be presented by Paul Forrest. The Cyrus Eaton Scholarship, in the amount of $1,900 each, is presented to Brent Stewart, Mahaley Witham, Haley Brown, Carolyn Dustin, Caitlin York, and Harley Dustin. Katie.
Really?
Stay right here.
Okay.
The Edward Lemke Scholarship in the amount of $200 is presented to Caitlin York. The Leland Overlock Scholarship in the amount of $500 is also presented to Caitlin York again. The Brian and Phyllis Robinson Scholarship in the amount of $1,200 each is presented to Mahaley Witham and Haley Brown. The Warren Day Scholarship in the amount of $500 is presented to Brent Stewart. The Frank and Gertrude Rowe Scholarship in the amount of $2,500 is presented to Brent Stewart. The Frank and Gertrude Rowe Scholarship in the amount of $500 each is presented to Caroline Dustin, Harley Dustin, and Michaela Ecker. The Senator George J. Mitchell Scholarship Research Institute awards scholarships each year to graduating seniors from every community in Maine. This year brought a record number of applications, and the selection committee faced a great challenge in making its final decision. This year's Mitchell Scholarship is being presented by last year's recipient, Chelsea Ripley, in the amount of $9,500 to Danica Juntura. The Dustin J. Osier Memorial Scholarship is being presented by Missy Dean and Haley Osier in the amount of $500 each to Abigail Nelson, Brent Stewart, and Gabrielle DePatsy. The Worthington Scholarship is new to us this year. David and Beverly Worthington of Spruce Head have generously donated $4,000 a year for up to 4 years for 20 Medomak Valley High School seniors. Recipients are eligible to attend any school in the University of Maine system, Husson University, Thomas College, Maine Maritime Academy, or any Maine community college. In addition to the scholarship, all students are provided with a Worthington Scholarship Foundation staff member who will mentor them throughout their college career. Anna Young, Assistant Program Director, presents the Worthington Scholarship to Rebecca Marks, Colby Willie, Somerset Gans, Cassidy Benner, Gabrielle DePatsy, Abigail Nelson, Maddie LaFrance, Ella Grant, Haley Bednick, Josie Jameson, Sierra Metcalf, Abigail Williams, Caleb Savage, Haley Brown, Haley Wiley, Logan Wheeler, Abigail Botter, Nicholas Blasto, and Michaela Ecker. The following scholarships are awarded by the Town of Union. The Robert and Eleanor Heald Scholarship in the amount of $2,700 is presented to Haley Wiley. $3,050 to Megan Wright. $3,350 to Caleb Savage. $3,075 to Abigail Nelson. $2,625 to Sierra Metcalf. $2,850 to Maddie LaFrance. And $3,100 to Somerset Gans. The William Poulin Scholarship in the amount of $1,500 each is presented to Haley Wiley, Megan Wright, Caleb Savage, Sierra Metcalf, and Maddie LaFrance. and $1,600 each is presented to Somerset Gans and Abigail Nelson. The Gilbert Dowdy Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $700 is presented to Caleb Savage. The Raymond and Belle Thurston Kinniston Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $150 each is presented to Somerset Gans, Haley Wiley, and Megan Wright. The Lions Club Foundation Scholarship in the amount of $1,500 is presented to Rosamond Hickey. The Fannie Gray Scholarship in the amount of $275 is presented to Josie Jameson. The RSU 40 Memorial Scholarship Fund in memory of Lori Ann Pinkham in the amount of $500 is presented to Nicole Risch. The Friendship Davis Point Scholarship in the amount of $500 is presented to Abigail Barter. The Shane Weeks Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $550 is presented to Allie Sprague. The Mildred Moody Teal Scholarship in the amount of $1,500 is presented to Mahaley Witham. The Rose LaBelle Clark Scholarship in the amount of $2,550 each is presented to Abigail Williams, Danica Jantura, Ella Grant, Gabrielle DePatsy, Keegan Winchenbach, Rebecca Marks, Rosamond Hickey, Samantha Pelkey, and Wade Anderson. The Medomak Valley All Sports Booster Club Scholarship in the amount of $800 each is presented to Gabrielle DePatsy and Brent Stewart. The Fred Ludwig Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $2,200 is presented to Tyler Bowman. The George and Marion Secor Scholarship in the amount of $3,910 each is presented to Danica Juntura, Gabrielle DePatsy, Josie Jameson, Keegan Winchenbach, Rosamond Hickey, and Samantha Pelkey. The E. Ashley and Mildred M. Walter Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $800 each is presented to Adriana Wadsworth, Brent Stewart, Nicole Risch, Noah Munn, Rosamond Hickey, Samantha Pelkey, and Tyler Bowman. The F. Roger Miller Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 each is presented to Elena Bissett, Alexander Zielinski, Danica Juntura, Ella Grant, Gabrielle DePatsy, Josie Jameson, Keegan Winchenbach, Logan Wheeler, Rebecca Marks, Rosamond Hickey, Samantha Pelkey, and Wade Anderson. The Tyler Grand Mason Melmac Scholarship in the amount of $2,000 is presented to Samantha Pelkey. The University of Maine at Farmington has awarded a merit scholarship of an undetermined amount to Josie Jameson. Harold E. Wilson served as Medomak Valley High School's principal from 2007 to 2015. He had a passion for his job, education, and kids. In his honor, the Harold E. Wilson Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 is presented to Coastal Christian School student and Medomak Valley athlete Jane Van Oy. Ronald E. Dolph, my father, having served as Medomak Valley High School's principal from 1970 to 1994, was a champion of young people. In his honor, the Ronald E. Dolph Memorial Scholarship is offered by my mother, Lillian Dolph, in the amount of $1,000 to Gabrielle DePatsy. This concludes the 2018 scholarships awarded to graduates and postgraduates of Medomak Valley High School for a grand total of $608,000. Superintendent Nolan, would you please join me at the podium?
Seniors, I wish you the very best. Mrs. Pease, has each of the students before us completed the requirements for graduation as delineated in the RSU 40 policies and the laws of the state of Maine?
Yes, Mr. Nolan, the students before you have met all the graduation requirements to receive a Medomak Valley High School diploma.
And by the authority vested in me by the RSU 40 Board of Directors and the Department of Education, as Superintendent of Schools, I ask you to confer upon these graduates the diplomas representing the completion of their formal high school education. Congratulations, seniors.
Mackenzie Lynn Tolman. Ian Carlton Cavan. Allie Morgan Sprague. Garrett Joseph Giroux. Rosamond Connell Hickey. Philip Alton Griffin II. Haley Nicole Wiley. Jacob Allen White. Autumn Cheyenne Sproul. Tyler Joseph Simmons. Rebecca Autumn Marks. Brent Nathaniel Stewart. Emily Irene Wiley. Jensen Keogh Willis. Samantha Naomi Reynolds. Jacob Allen Davis. Mahaley Rose Witham. Caleb Ethan Savage. Sierra Doris Metcalf. Samuel Thomas Fournier. Haley Rose Brown. Owen Michael Jameson. Adriana Marie Wadsworth. Garrett Wayne Bowers. Abigail Frances Barter. Wyatt William Martin Post. Cassidy Elizabeth Elder Benner. Keegan Anthony Winchenbach. Somerset Noel Gans. Caleb Leland Barter. Josie Anna Quinn Jameson. Dylan Thomas Dickey. Abigail Jillian Nelson. Gavin Thomas Hargrove. Elena Nicole Bissett. Noah Scott Munn. Erica Lynn Simmons. Colin Lewis Fournier. Haley Frances Louise Bednick. Wade Neil Anderson III. Lexi Paige Olson. Logan McKinnon Thompson. Michaela Grace Ecker. Kathleen Rose Winchenbach. Caroline Elizabeth Ann Dustin. Ashley Elizabeth Keniston. Megan Riley Wright. Gabrielle Sophia DePatsy. Morgan Lee Smith. Alyssa Madison Blackler. Sophie Paula Robbins. Colby Ryan Broughton. Miles Xavier Frederick. Nicole Erica Risch. Nicholas Paul Blasto. Shelby Lynn Ann Lopes. Andrew Scott Campbell Jr. Jennifer Lynn Saunders. Jason Wayne Lay. Jordan Delia Piper. Colby Scott Willie. Danica Andrea Belgar Jontura. Tyler Allen Bowman. Sierra Ashley Dyer. Cody Clifton Crummett. Marina Lori Feltis. Nicholas Andrew Deshane. Braylin Mara Anderson. Alexander Stephen Zielinski V. Caitlin Marie York. Preston James Vang. Ash Lynn Jones. Brady Walter Ross Thayer. Raina Cheyenne McPhee. Callum Gordon Bogard. Taya Maylin Dybert. Sean Michael McKay. Abigail Lynn Williams. Jared Christopher Oliver. Sierra Elizabeth Odell. Russell James McPhee. Hannah Elizabeth Overlock. Jason McLean Reese. Maddie Catherine LaFrance. Jonathan Wayne Luce. Samantha Brooke Pelkey. Ethan William Spear. Ella Catherine Grace Grant. Joshua Darrell Goldrup. Holly Storm Kunish. Tyler Forrest Field. Allison Ann Ames. Logan James Wheeler. Zoe Cassandra Gammon. Michaela Ashley Wood. Harley Patricia Lynn Dustin. Aubrey Ann Doyle. Gracie Marie George. Raymond Wesley Brand IV. Kayla Marie Lovejoy. Gabriel Jonathan Barter. Allison Martha Billings. Seniors, as a sign of your graduation, you may now move your tassels from the right to the left. Present to you the 2018 Medomak Valley High School graduates. Congratulations.